fun adventure started, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, let's bring out my very tired flag. There we go, and do our Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay, we're doing the
to the flag of the United States
of America
and to the nation
for
the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are they slow? Or they have to.
You guys can laugh at me every week because I lose my place in the Pledge of Allegiance as I listen to other people say the Pledge of Allegiance. It's not, clearly I did not pass kindergarten that well. All right. Our flag will safely not touch the ground and move on. Thank you all for joining us for the first meeting of the new year. This will be our only meeting in January that does not have a guest speaker. So we're going to talk a little bit about upcoming meetings. The board just met last week and agreed.
Turn mine off. We got land.
Someone's got it. Yeah, there we go.
David said something.
Should we do a prayer before we move on to that?
Oh, we can do a prayer. I'm sorry. It's been 2 weeks. I forgot my job. Are you volunteering to lead us in prayer, David? No? Let's see. How about Stan? He's always a faithful prayer leader for me. Stan, would you like to lead us in prayer?
Sure, I will. Let's bow our heads, please. Dear Heavenly Father, we ask for guidance for this organization. We thank you for the opportunity to at least join together by Zillow, or not Zillow, excuse me, by Zoom. And we ask that you help our country come together during these trying times. We have to get past this divisiveness and work together as we should do. We ask to watch over those that are sick and ailing, and give comfort to those families that are having tough times. We ask all of this in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Stan, for coming in clutch there. All right, so we had a board meeting last week. This will be the only meeting this month where there is no, whose hand is that? Do we need to take attendance, Lance, or is that just Mike being Mike? Lance is muted.
It's about time.
Today's your due day.
Tell me if that's loud enough.
You know, the
That
other
is-
night I text Vern about, You lost him? your way. He never
Can you guys,
responded.
sorry, we have a remote pod today, so we're making sure they can hear us. All right. At the board meeting last week, we decided to bring back our donation drawings, and they will be happening on Zoom starting next week. The donation drawing tickets are $5 for 3 tickets, and you must be present at the meeting that week to win your prize. There are 3 ways to pay your $5. You can get a hold of David Martin, and you can either drop it off or pick it up, or he will pick it up from you. That's 2 of the ways. Or Chris Martin has a Venmo, and that information will be in the email that goes out to the club after this call so that you can Venmo her. You can pay once for all month and not have to get in touch with them each time if you would like, or 2 months, however much you feel is appropriate. David has a spreadsheet, so you can do your raffle at any time, or your payment anytime. Payments must be received before Thursday in order to be included in the raffle, because we're going to use something called a decision wheel. So David's going to have to email me a list of who's paid, and then it will actually roll. It'll be on the screen. You'll get to see who won. For the $5 donation tickets, we will be raffling off items that have been donated to the club for club meetings, because we do have some of those, as well as raffling back your $5. But we felt like that might not be enough for some of you. So on the last weekend of the month, we will be doing a donation drawing in a 50-50 format, where 50% will be donated to the club and 50% will go to the person who basically wins their money back and then some. That 50-50 raffle, donation raffle, will be on the last Friday of the month. You must be present to win for that one as well. It is $20 to enter, and that money also goes to David Martin, or you can Venmo Chris.
Gone tomorrow.
The decision will be decided the same way. We're going to put everybody on a decision wheel. You'll see it on the screen, and you will have a chance to win. As always, these are donations. They are not mandatory, but we would appreciate your support so we can continue to help the community. Can we find Larry at a coffee shop? Larry, what are you talking about? So that is there we go. We muted him. Can we do that always? I'm just kidding. That latest, you guys are loud and you sound happy. It's because you're outside. So the next board meeting, because one of the things we wanted to do, because you're going to be joining, hopefully to see if you your donation got you a special thank you gift, is you will have speakers starting next week. So on the 15th, we have Julia Sarkney, who runs the Turlock Community Garden, is going to join us and talk to us about their community garden, how to get a plot, how to help them if you wanted to get out and use your physical energy to help them move some turf builder and different things, or how to make donations. The next week, we are going to have some of our key clubs here and just their officers to introduce themselves. We're going to talk about key clubs in a minute, but we have some exciting key club news today. And then on the 29th, we have the alumni representative from CSU Stanislaus, Carla Davies, joining us to talk about ways that alumni and members of the community can stay engaged even though we're on COVID. We also have speakers set up for all of February, so I'll announce those when we get closer to them. But I'm super excited to have speakers come back. Also, if you have someone who would like to be a speaker, you can have them email me and we will get them on the list. Some of the speakers we have are really short presentations, and so we might put more than one on a week, or we might just keep them super short since these meetings are typically much shorter than our in-person meetings. If you haven't been to a Zoom meeting with us recently, we try and keep it around 30 minutes so that you can get back to work, because it's a little hard to do this one with the Zoom in front of you. We had one new member who was voted in at the board meeting. His name is Virik Visaraga. And so we welcome Virik as soon as he gets a Zoom link. Chris will be getting his membership information from Norma. I think she took it at the and once we get the list, we hope to see him here. We are super excited about that. We also have 2 people this week who requested new member applications. I was very fortunate to catch the Exchange Club was ending on a Turlock Journal article, and Trina had already commented on the article about her Kiwanis Club. And so I went on and asked if anybody from either the Kiwanis Club or the Exchange Club wanted to serve still, and asked them that they could join us. And we had 2 people reach out to us from that post who are going to join us next week. I did invite also a member from the community to join us today, but you can always invite a friend and share this meeting link. It is not private. This is not a elitist Zoom. So please feel free to invite others if they're interested in learning what we do, or if they've been a guest before. It won't cost you their breakfast price this time. So that's exciting. The next thing is that Valerie has volunteered to run a key club and officers training for those of you who are an advisor of a club. And that training looks like it might be next Wednesday. That's what they're leaning towards. And I'm going to confirm that this afternoon. The training will be really short. It'll teach you about how to use your tools that you have for Kiwanis and what your limitations are right now during COVID. We're going to talk about that a little bit too. And that is especially exciting because this week when they sent out the roster of clubs that had not paid their dues yet, Pittman and Delhi finally joined our roster coming from the other Kiwanis Club. And while we're sad to see the other Kiwanis Club end, we are excited that we actually know where their key clubs are now. And so we can reach out to them and invite them to join our training. And we've invited their officers to join our introduction Zoom on Key Club Day. And so I know it's something that members ask me about all the time since that other club said they were disbanding. The key clubs are safe and well taken care of. They loved them very much and they will just transition over. I am trying to get the contact information for the Pittman Key Club advisor.
I have that for you, Allie.
Perfect. If you want
to. Also, just FYI, We're still waiting for final clearance from Kiwanis International for the closing of our club so we can close our bank accounts. But any
Awesome.
remaining balance in our foundation is going to the Pittman Key Club.
Perfect. So if you could send me that information so that we can make sure that that person's membership moves to our club so they're covered by our liability insurance, we would greatly appreciate it. Because that would be and if there's one for Delhi, because they said Delhi moved over as well, we would need that person's contact as well.
Do you
They
want
told
the
me
advisor from our club or from the school?
both if you have them, but the club would be fine. We just want to make sure that they don't get lost in the shuffle. And David Hillman, who is the regional advisor for Key Clubs, said it's okay for us to go ahead and roll them over to our club and have them start meeting with us and kind of start that process. So those two Key Clubs, as well as our Houston and Denier Key Clubs, have not paid their membership dues. And so we'll be working with them over the next 3 weeks to figure out if they need our help, if we need to do a quick fundraiser or have a board vote to help them pay their membership dues. And for that reason, they are in holding status. Pittman and Turlock's money was received yesterday. So they are paid in full. I know that came up at our board meeting. So if you were at the board meeting, they did receive it and we're fine. So the next thing is that we have scholarships every year and our scholarships are now open. Todd Wright is going to be managing that process on behalf of the schools. And if you have scholarship questions, you can reach out to Todd. And next we have fundraisers. We have a couple exciting fundraisers coming up in the very near future. We are talking to our Key Club about doing a Seas Candy fundraiser. They've actually already called me since our board meeting. So I think there's a high chance there will be some sort of Valentine's Seas Candy fundraiser that you guys can participate in. And we'll be sharing that funds with whatever Key Club, Action Club, or CKI Club would like to help sell candy. It's looking like it'll be for Valentine's Day. The Seas Candy rep called me back at the end of the day yesterday, so I have to call her back this morning. The second fundraiser you're going to see come up is we're going to have a fundraiser alongside Savor Charcuterie, where you can purchase tickets and get either delivered or pick up a cheese board and some celebratory adult beverages for your home use. And there's a little discussion about what day that will be, but we're leaning towards right around St. Patrick's Day. So it sounds like that's going to be a St. Patrick's Day fundraiser. And then also we are talking to a couple of local people about either a drive-through barbecue or a drive-through brunch sometime around, I just totally blanked, sometime around Easter. Possibly sooner, maybe later. We are bringing back fundraisers because there's a high chance that there won't be a Maytini this year. We have a Maytini committee just in case there is a Maytini. Don't get me wrong, if there's an opportunity to throw a welcome out of quarantine party, we're not going to miss it. But in addition to that, we're going to start planning some fundraisers, and you can expect to see some fundraiser opportunities over the next couple quarters, just so that we can make sure we have the availability to help all of the scholarships and Christmas shopping and different things that we do every year. The next thing that we talked about at the board meeting, which we are excited to help you guys with, is we've had a lot of people reach out to us about Brian Kennedy. As you guys know, Brian is going through cancer treatment and has been a longtime member here at Kiwanis and is beloved by all of us. People wanted to do the meal train for Brian, but Davis can tell you that the meal train is very full. So Davis, do you want to tell us about what we're doing instead? And then I'll let you take that one.
Yeah. First of all, thank you everyone for praying for Brian, and I'm willing to help out. My mom put a meal train together and it was filled up really quickly. So we decided at the board meeting to give like cash donations, so we can either give gift cards to restaurants to Brian and Ruth, or cash to them for any like meals that they want to buy outside of the ones that are already being brought to them. So I think right now Norma is you can submit payments to Norma, or she can pick them up, or I can pick them up, whatever works. But Norma and I are going to get together after all the donations are given, and then I'll make sure and get that money to them, or go purchase the gift cards and also get meals for them if they need me to as well. So that's kind of what we decided for that.
And Norma also has a card you can sign. And we're hoping that if you would like to sign the card or do a donation, you could get it to them by January 14th. So that on the 15th, we'll tell the club what you actually managed to raise together. And also that way they can start using it, because we don't want to go too long before we start helping.
And if you, go ahead.
Norma.
Okay, if you want to drop off money to me at work, just text me to make sure I'm there, please. And Melinda dropped off money the other day, and we were talking and thought a Visa gift card might be a really good idea. That way they can do what they want with it, or what they need.
Fantastic idea. And so that is that opportunity to give back to a Kiwanis member, and we do appreciate them so much. So we want to help take care of them during this time. I had a couple people get a hold of me over winter break. If you have not heard, Celia Brofia did pass away over the winter break that we were on. Kiwanis Club did send her flowers, and we thank the board members who pitched in for that to represent all of us. We were able to send a large arrangement to their home, and we are praying for both the families that are in our club that are affected by that loss. Celia was a wonderful person who came and joined us often, and so we will miss her. The last thing that I have on my list is that during the Christmas shopping spree, we allocated a full amount of money, with the understanding that any money left over from that event would be donated to Westside Ministries. So I want to let you guys know that on Monday, I will be dropping off a check for $948.40, which is a weird amount, but the whole amount left over to Westside Ministries, so that Jolene can continue to purchase coats. She said that they still have kids that need coats, so they're going to just roll that over, and they're still doing meals for children almost every day. So we will be taking them that information, or that check, and hopefully helping them through the winter cold time. That is all that is on my list, unless a board member heard something I skipped. Did I miss anything?
No.
Awesome. Our next board meeting next month, we will be allowing guests again. So if you have a fantastic fundraising idea or something you'd like us to consider, you can email me at any time between now and then. Also, if you have a person who wants to be a member, I have applications. You can pick them up and get those to me anytime between now and then. We've had a little membership boom. I hope it keeps going. I'm going to check the chat. I see things happening over here. What is...
Madam President, can I make one request?
Sure.
All right. On February 13th, we're having our mid-year convention, and it's going to be all on Zoom. And so we're only doing one versus doing a north and south like we did last year. And we will also, and that will start, we think, at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it'll Zoom right through the day. And then we have a gigantic gala that will be a virtual gala in the evening. The virtual gala starts at 6 p.m. and will go until 7. And there are ticket prices of $25 for admission, $50 for a goodie bag, and $100 for wine or beer packages. And it's all tailgate themed, so you can wear your sports gear. And we're asking each club if they would donate a $25 gift card for the drawings, so that everybody who attends the gala has an opportunity to win a gift card. Yeah.
That's fantastic. I did forget to tell everyone, because someone did ask me the other day, the International Convention is tentatively scheduled for June 23rd through the 26th at Salt Lake City, Utah. And the district convention is tentatively scheduled for August 19th through the 21st at the Sheraton San Diego Hotel in San Diego. So I can't remember who asked me that, and I apologize that I just said whoever it was, but that's those dates. If you were thinking about attending, they are tentatively scheduled for in person, but we'll move to Zoom if necessary. That's my understanding.
And if anybody wants to drive with me to Utah, I will be going to Utah the weekend before.
Wow.
Hitch a ride.
Anybody else have any exciting announcements that they would like to make, or unexciting announcements? Are those pancakes? Are they for me, Lance? That's it. I
It's gonna
want
drop
some.
them off for you.
You know, I keep trying. I keep telling them they could deliver on their way out. Not today, though. I have dental surgery. It would not be great. Anything we missed? Everybody's doing good?
I'd like to update. I mentioned this at the board meeting, I think, but also at our last meeting. CKI has been trying to wade through the waters of Kiwanis International, trying to get on the system correctly, and they finally made some progress. Evidently, they just recently gained access to the portal and can put in their board members, and once they have all that taken care of, then they can pay their dues. So there is action moving on that. I just wanted to update the club that we'll probably be asking for that check within hopefully the next week. So
The club is asking for your pink bearded photo. That's what we want, because they fundraised in December. If you didn't, if you missed that,
Posted it
where
on Facebook. I had shown Larry asked for it.
can
It was on
you
the
send it to me and I'll post it on our Facebook, and that way people can find it there. If you have not already done so, please add us on Facebook and Instagram. We can be found under Kiwanis Club of Greater Turlock. We will be announcing every week our speakers on there, as well as any activities that we're doing. It's no longer a dead follow, like, share. What's it the YouTubers say? Subscribe below. I need all of those things. Tell your friends. We would really like it if we could get some Facebook followers, but also it'll be great for those of you who want to know who the speaker is in advance or who have forgotten, because I know I would forget. All right, anything else that we missed?
No.
I think we're all good. We are super excited to hear that our key clubs are back active and that everything is moving forward. And I think it's a great first meeting of the year. I hope everybody enjoyed their winter break. Also, if you traveled over winter break and you have been trained from your many years of service to pick up a small gift for the Kiwanis raffle and donation giveaway, you can drop those off with me and we will add them to our tub. I literally have a tub that I have started, and we will be giving out stuff every week with our donation drawing. I think that's what they're called now. We thank you for your giving. Also, if you just want to make a donation and you don't like tickets and you don't plan on attending, you can drop your donations off to David and do the same process. Just make sure you tell us it's a donation, not a entry. Otherwise, we're going to enter it. And as of right now, David, do you know how many people have entered our 50-50 raffle?
no.
I feel like it's 4, so it's already, you could win $100. Or sorry, you could win, wait, 20, 40, 60, 80, you could win $40. So, oh my goodness, look at that beard. That is fantastic.
That's awesome.
Like that guy from Burger King.
I'm totally going to use that on the day that the Key Club is, or the CKI Club is our speaker. Let me tell you what, that's going to be our Facebook post.
I was trying to enter into this, so I don't know what Venmo to send it to.
We're going to send it out in the email afterwards, but it's going to be Chris Martin's Venmo. Chris, do you want to share it on the screen, like in the chat maybe? Do you know your Venmo name?
That would indicate Chris knows what that is.
Hold on.
Okay.
I know Chris Venmo name. Give me a second.
Hang on, I'm looking it up. I was actually. Valerie, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
It's super long. It's like at Christina-Martin-74115.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I was like, I only know because I looked it up to be able to put it in the email to everyone. So if you don't remember, we do typically record these meetings. Afterwards, Chris is a saint and sends them out to everyone. And I send her an email to go along with them. So that will have the Venmo for Norma, the Venmo for Chris. It has Norma's address if you want to drop stuff off. It does not have David's address. It has a number to text him because that's a little odd to give out someone's home address. Also, we'll get you guys a new member roster soon. So I've had a couple of people reach out to me for that who want to have a member roster for whatever reason. Now that dues are all done, we can get that out. Okay, I think that's it. 26 minutes. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Thank you guys all for joining us on the first meeting of the year and for listening to me talk really fast.
Thank you, Allison.
Bye, guys.